All right. I just found out the news after just doing my last video that Dadashev passed away this morning. Um, I didn't get to see the fight. I didn't see that card as I was just doing a review of Teofimo Lopez's fight. But Dadashev was fighting Matias that night. And after I heard the news this morning, I knew about the condition he was in. He suffered some bleeding to the brain, um, multiple head injuries after the fight. Uh, he was really, really battered after the fight. I did go back and watch some of the fight, and I watched the end of the fight, and just sad. It's fucked up, man. Rest in peace to Dadashev, to his wife, his son, his family, everyone that was involved with that fight. I know they're all probably going through it right now. I mean, we get these every now and then. It's always messed up. The referee must be going through it. Buddy McGirt, I'm sure he's feeling away by not stopping the fight early. The fight was stopped after the 11th round. Um, it's just the fact that this guy was this injured and still fighting strong that late of the fight. It's messed up, and boxers, it just goes to show boxers or fighters in general are kind of crazy. They're crazy. You have to be crazy to fight on this level. Every single one of them. The kind of heart that you have to be able to do that and not want to quit. I mean, Buddy McGirt was pleading, begging him to stop the fight. He wanted to stop it, but he didn't want to disappoint his fighter because he has a lot of heart and he doesn't want to go out to be no loser. But it costed him his life. It was too late. Even though Buddy did stop it, it was too late. The damage was done. And the fact that he went on rounds, I mean, how early in the fight was he really, really injured? I'm not going to watch the whole fight. I don't care to at this point. It was hard enough for me to watch the little bit that I did watch, but he did collapse after the fight. He was rushed to the hospital. Bradley did speak on it later, basically saying this is why I'm not coming back, because a fighter was rushed to the hospital tonight. You have to be crazy to do it. And this is why we got to have more respect. And I said this with the Zab Judah thing when he was critical in the hospital recently. I just said, I'm going to have more respect for these fighters when I make these videos. I'm going to try my best to not go too hard on these fighters when I make these videos from now on. I've said this recently a couple of times. It's not right. This is why I don't like to use the term bum and all of that. I just don't like to do it. I try to stick it to strictly journeyman and not go anywhere beneath that. I made a video recently about Mike Lee and Caleb Plant, and you can tell even in that video I didn't even want to say anything bad about Mike Lee, even though it was a bad performance to me, and a bad matchup. I try not to really disrespect any of these fighters at this point. I don't want to do it anymore because, you see stuff like that. You see a guy that is clearly not in the fight anymore, yet he's still fighting. So rest in peace to him, and my condolences to his family. It's messed up, man. Definitely killed my day. Um, like I said, I knew of the news. I knew he was in the hospital. But the news came this morning that he actually passed away today. Just from competing in a sport. That's crazy. All right. So rest in peace, Max Dadashev, and hopefully, this is why we press the PED users or the loaded glove guys or the guys that cheat. We get mad at some of these stoppages, these early stoppages, but at the end of the day, and some of these fights are premature stoppages, but at the end of the day, I'd rather take a premature stoppage than something like this. This fight went on for a little too long. All right, clearly. All right, so that's my thoughts on it. Drop your comments, your rest in peace, your thoughts on Maxim, and so into Matias too. He's in there just fighting. It gotta hurt him too. It gotta hurt him too. How do you move forward as a boxer, the opponent, as the trainer of the fighter? As a referee, it's hard to even move on when stuff like this happens. All right, so drop your thoughts in the comments, man. Let's show love in the comments for him and his family. All right, peace.